Otumfo Nyankopon ni hira ene na sumdie enkan wo odehia samre wafidie gusoda ITV Apomuden ye ahonya dwumadie so na samre woni madi empunumpu e wafidie so midinde Dr Ahmed kwaku so me na nyame adom midi dwumadie ho chiame eye na wotwibia ene kwasie da bia na mede sa dwumadie sonkun e de bro e wo dwumadie so no ye hwe ya Apomuden ho asem eye sene nipadua na bebon ho ban afi yare ho ene anamonto sonkon abefa so abetu emra how bi etimi aba so ayefa umpomuden ho nyame adom na wotwe so no ye betwetwe nkomo sonkon afa eye kasapo aye si ho aboso mi nyina no ye ka ho asem ensem yenu de dikan ye si wo se ye ka awo ho asem infertility in both sexes a man and marry men nyina awo mu ehaw ekwan ebefa so ebehu ehaw no entem netimetu eho anamon sanso na nyame adom eye busumi ye mu nso no dwumadie bi akoso sonko efa Ghana ye mpomuden ho efa abibiduro eho eye okọ eye the Ministry of Health, the Traditional and Alternative Medicine Directorate nyame adom eye from the World Health Organization eye directive no Africa nyina no ye na watwe yisi ho a ye commemorate and ye celebrate yen traditional medicine yen abiduro nyame adom enadwumadie yi benya abotwe ne ya dwumadie sonko a ekọ so na watwe ya ye ukwade ya atwamu yi e wo ye Clocksack Auditorium emra Ghana nyina no ye share efa sonko efa eye traditional medicine ho na se ne mebia me ye no ye wo eye enkomo no mu mienu aye betwetwen de me akasa me no betwen e wa fidie so ene de akonya beba se obefre me emra eguso e wo site so na matwetwen nkomo koso am afidie ena ha efise na ye nkomodie no emu oduyie ehwam so na nimbia sonko e wo ho no ma obiso betimi anya na etimi aboa mpomuden metwa me ho sima ketua bi aba koso am afidie no enda ha me ba sisi ya
entity pa ehya ase fifie no saa so na honidie pa ehya ase fi mene wo se Ghana mu beti a na wo se sesan ya adwen efi emfa me ho ekosi efa me ho asembusa ne se ehemfa na wotu nwura egu ehemfa na nwura bebrebe a ye wo man Ghana mu ha no ekọ na wonim se ye wo ahonidie ho mra e wo man Ghana mu ha ana na me busa o tro mate driver passenger wonu musuo no atoato abontin enti eye ofe Shiame Efia sanitation wo sanitation prefect ba kopa original wa papa wo abe for town council e wo ITV so mimi da bia efi anopa nonkron ekosise nondu ebebo wa abra me de sanitation 360 ebe somwo wo sanitation 360 so ne behwe se na ahonide hu nsem esitie e wo ye monten so ye dwom ye nwumam oman na mu ha se e na afi adwen ni mu What sanitation 360 so no ya ne abedwafo ebesi nkonya ne adwendwen ho ekwan aye befa so aboa ma ho ne de ho nsem a oman Ghana mu ha sei na enkoye no SCP esita eye dia wa ya na plastic bottles no eden ene ebetimi ede aye DIY videos papa e na me de eba besom wo eye sanitation coat ana shiame e wo ITV so sanitation 360 don't be a baller bell.
Camera bang. All right. Otumfo Nyankopon ni hira na asumdue enkan se oguso ma wafidie eda dwumadie yi so. Apomuden ya ahonya dwumadie na ene samre oguso yi. Eye segment adrusi ye betwetwe nkomo eye yen weekly health news segment. Na ene de no ebe very interactive. If you say weekly health news ni nyina ejina abibiduro mu ɛyɛ dwumadie sonko na celebration sonko a ɛkɔɔ so ɛwɔ the Closac Auditorium ɛna no okuwa da ya on the 17th of November. Ni nyinaa ne sɛ na Ghana nyinaa no yɛyɛ ade friend the commemoration of the 19th African Traditional Medicine Day and the 22nd Traditional Medicine Week celebration of Ghana. Nana etipo ana kasapoti tu ana eda saa dwumadie ni nyinaa ɛso ne the potential contribution of traditional medicine to COVID-19 response. And intino dwumadie no asene nyame adom Apomuden ye ahonya dwumadie yetimi etu anamon esronko etimi ekọ saa dwumadie na se nyame ya adom ma yenya empanyimfo ahoro miensa enan bi ema ye ne omo ahwehwe nkomo sonko efa ehu hia ben kura na sese Ghana ene Africa edi saa dwumadie na oba eye Ghana tisi wo a anamontuo ben ne eye ade sonko ben empuntuo sonko ben na ofa ye manyimu a abibidro no atimi atumpon nyame adom yenya eye opanyini a oda the Traditional and Alternative Medicine Directorate of the Ministry of Health, TAMD, Dr. Mrs. Anastasia Yirenchi, Enyano and a Chichian Commotion, a word Jumedian assay. Yanshe Umfunini, Nayanshe, and some Ahura and a Chichian Hong Kong. Yo, the Mwakaba, yeah, Chimian, yeah, or we are Chief Medicine Directorate of the Ministry of Health. And that day, that's sonko. Na yenya mama nkasa wa haidie. Ye mama akwaba.
Yo, michio na womo hwen ni wetiefo nyina Dr Ahmed. And that sonko sana waka no. Eye da eye WHO African region. Womo de si ho say yen celebrate Traditional Medicine Day. En kano nanka Traditional Medicine Day ye bu ni say ya be sam ye bu ni say ye nyama basabasa bi ye bu ni ye fa ye ni nko ho ye. And so fiti be say mfi de num mensa enum kono. En na aban de nanu e de shemu Ipo from Yen Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, your first president, no din any bar who knows Obershana what to two a bibidro ye, into the Inshisebi go a poem. A fino suno, a bempi or baby piano, or the nene conhu. And see a year 22 years ago. And now a year Ghana Federation of Traditional Medicine Practitioners Association. Ah, you're from Omagafram. Yet someone almost say, or say yes, and I can't home a baby drum. Nay, dear Yaffy. And so almost I say a dear fino. And so one dear finny, no. And I World Health Organization, African region, Funoso. One who say, Ghana for a year de papa. And so sad, dear, ye beshe, nay, soon, young nay, dear ma, Africans, near say, a year 31st of August, every year from that time. Depending on when you want to celebrate your traditional day, African Traditional Medicine Day. Na wafa. And see, if it's that time in a woman show at the so say, if it's a sign that okay, obia, a baby money bia, for time, now also for two and for celebrate African Traditional Medicine Day and now week. And saying there was share. It's a poor was no papa pano, and he said the potential contribution of traditional medicine to COVID-19 response. And there the 19th commemoration of African Traditional Medicine Day and the 22nd Traditional Medicine Week celebration of Ghana. And then you said them, yeah, baba abaka and puntua aban aye, dem bois and aban dia bois. Traditional medicine, even COVID by and she said, Ben, no woman dear to her. And to need na ye bibia, ye de bedroom. A yes, I'm brave, ye need just some. I feel so ye share, senya, ya to sma, near and here fan and call ye, and then I was a yet sense no, and bois ben also ban at the bois, and now, and need a so benson, and so ye share a fee traditional medicine practitioners no ho. So one mobile car boom, researchers so show the woman and say back home. Ah, ye bet to me. Aje e bibidro esi ho amasa ye dro kwa ye defi Ghana ye de kwa brochi ye de ko amanane it will stand the test of time.
Yo dog yo yeah that's it and the question is mo hwe sene ye practitioners no eba ene omo a omo boa ewe bibidrum ewe Ghana ha adodo na be hia ha no ma wotimu se ne de ebeye enigisem yi pa na yepese ebusa se over the past decade ABC Samria obeye the director of Tamdino mpunto sonko ben na aban etimi ade aboa ama ebibidru etimi atumpon sonko kra Ghana ha
yo Dr Ahmed mpunto ni de abana yebi aban de nhyehyɛ ye friend policy aban de nyama atoto akom say ye regulation ye were Food and Drugs Authority. They are backed by Act of Parliament Act 851 a Public Health Act no wɔn na de hwɛ so e de regulate indro bibidro bibia ye de konye mu ache say bibidro no wɔn na ehwɛ na wɔn a regulate na afi so or the Center for Plant Medicine Research so disi hɔ since 1975 wɔn de si hɔ say wɔn ebeye institution a wɔn be hwehwɛ ye fan research and development of herbal medicines nti abana agye no so esi hɔ a support wɔn say wɔn hwehwɛ bibidro mu ehwɛ say dro bia ye bɛnom say bibidro no bibidro konje ana so ye noma e benya sunsunsu boni bi ana ebe high dachi enti mo so wo adwuma wo ye no efiti ho so ye wa Traditional Medicine Practice Council wo so backed by Act of
enti no sene yesi ehu Dr Mrs Anastasia Yirinchi ono na eda the Traditional and Alternative Medicine Director of the Ministry of Health ono the director ankasa oda ano Ghana ha nyina me say ahaban bete ato ana se sede kora begu fomo a maami ne naso ana ejina nyame adom ne ne kotwetwe saa enkomoyi na nyame nso ya adom ma yenya the director of another the executive director of CPMR Center for Plant Medicine Research Ghana ha nyina biaye dikan a Ghana enhyehyɛ mu no aban de share yes adwumakuo an institution yin sase yen ebibiduro no omunyemu nhwehwemu onyemu research Ghana ha nyina no dedikan the Center for Plant Medicine Research nyame adom yenya Dr Kofi Bobi Berema Dr Kofi Bobi Berema on the director and the executive director of the Center for Plant Medicine Research ono so e was adwumadi na se Apomuden ya ahonya ye ne twetwe nkomo yentie ono so ne nkoma a one ye twetwe ne so ebi wode hye Samre menya the executive director oye unia oda the Center for Plant Medicine Research wo akuapem mampon institution aban ede ahye omonsa so omonhwe no monya research ahoro stronko emfa ye bibiduro ho ye herbal medicine ho e wo Ghana ha no nyame adom ono so wo adwumadi ya se the Traditional Medicine Week celebration at Ecoswell Clocksack Auditorium. Na oni no ni dinde Dr. Bobi Berema, on an executive director for CPMR. Doc, memo akwaba.
Yeah, nia.
Samre pesi hu se oba Ghana ha bibidro ho enkomodie no a. Efa ekwan bibidro afa so etumpon sonkon e wo Ghana ha sei no. Center for Plant Medicine Research. Dwumadie poten be na mudi na dia nso na moye stronko e dia boama abibedro atimetum pon stronko abedro Samre.
Okay, me start here can say on say incidentally no this year ye di 45th anniversary ye nya 46 years na history wo ho ne say ye founder ne ye first director ne friend Dr Ukwampofu no ye medical doctor into okosua medicine wie no e no ye na dwen say opeso ode ya bibiduru nso ka ho ne ye nti o started from a humble beginning wo mampon akuapem a che say no di habanduro ni bibinduro no ne wo mo ho no mo ya no mo de ka ho na center no ye nkakra na Kwame Nkrumah nso so eto ni government sa ba nyina wo ho na ama center na ba enti se ye ka say ye regulate herbal medicine na bibia ye nyi wo mu mfiri mu yenyi center free mu the Center for Plant Medicine Research ba ya wo ho for this time abai o hwe se na yenni Traditional Medicine Practice Council se omo ka ho ne omo na ye adwuma amna bedusi se ye be form center no right from the beginning and Minister of Health omo wo tamdi traditional and alternative for in a war. Time person me say a contribute a collaboration any more health institution. Na say oh head the area, you say on FDA, me say on it by virtue of the fact say me executive director nti any woman na say FDA no so ye say ye be regulate na ndu papa ne beba na traditional medicine practice council no so ye ka ho ye member I be make sure say omo ye herbal medicine no enuro no omo de ko market ne ye omo register omo ye training afin so ye organize training programs every year. Last 2 weeks say back when ye na ye Kumasi Asante region last month ye bi wo ye ho eno Greater Accra a chese request aba na de ye nyina ne se ye be ma omo ahu kwan a ombe fa so a ombe prepare bibiduro ni ye na ye center no wo de aduro no ba ye research ne ya hwese aduro na wo de aba na mpa ye plant medicine na wo de aba base na afenso ya hwese enye poisonous enye contaminated se obi no ma obewu ne ye hwese a ne mani nyina na ne amawo now they are called nti yen pro a ye play ne say herbal medicine amanfo benom no ebe ye safe na nya de a obia betumi edi aduro fun bia ba.
Yo doc medas na eho no efa research ene enhwemo sonko a maso ye no eyefa abibidura horo ho no de ye hu nso bi sino se ebi mu ho no ma omode mo nro ba mo center ho ebe ye research ni wi a se esese omoto aso de ko FDA ekoto aso ana
an se uba eho ne ye de ye research ni ma wa u failure o san de ba ye be kire oni nti a o failure no wa ye de aba nti u pass a na de ko FDA nkoa ne betumi ama utumi se ye duro no ton aha sa na tie FDA nkoa na se nipa no ba na obeje results no na so amfa nko FDA ye no ye ni we bia e de check it na nam say ye member of traditional medicine practice council ntino eya na so ye monitoring team wo ho a ye de koche wo mo a omunye members a omo ton nduru a enyi nti wo ho a say registrar kan wote binuma ton nduru a eni so omo ton a ye de omo court na ye pese ye na ye be ya ama niema ni nyina no ayefe ama bibia akọ na your contribution ba kwa nka mere ye fi ampese me kan ni say at the center no your vision ni say ye be ma herbal medicine aye natural choice and san e be natural choice obi abe use no so no you look at the prices so ba ye ho a ye nro bi ho a efo be kwa abonten na no bo eden pa secondly ss ye ma
yo enti no kakra ye betimi ama wanya afri dwumadi no ase efa eye enkomosron kwan ne eye Dr Bobby Berema on the executive director of the Center for Plant Medicine Research Ekuapem Mampong opese oye bibidu mu hwehwemu bia eho ana edikan a aban ede hye o monsa se o monhwe na Ghana ha bibidu ntimi ntumpon sonko e wo saa kwan so ono ne yete ne nkan a wo hwe ne kakras na nyameso ya adoma yenya eye Ghana ha nyina the professional body of medical herbalist medical herbalist ye adokotafo a omakwaje ntetiye sonko 4 years ewo ye KNUST faculty of pharmacy and the department of herbal medicine no musenya entwaso mienu 2 years extra education every the Center for Plant Medicine Research and Tetekwashe Memorial Hospital asamre Ghana ha no 55 units atwahia hospitals ahoro abanyara sabia ahoro ewo Ghana ha no sa enkabomu kuo no sa doctor for enkabomu kuo no almost general secretary Dr Prince Osei ono anso na okọ abanyara sabia wo Nsanwom government hospital on the da no oda herbal unit no ano ewo ho yenya no ewo dwumadi na so ema yene no atwetwe nkomo esronko yenhwe ne nkomo nso yene no timitwetwe yene kakra makwaba
so many abema
ndi another you know sign na wosi hu celebration otimu so obi bia ani ajepa eyi na mo medical herbalist no sign ana musi hu ene dwumadi sifa
yo me da say on say every year bia no the Ministry of Health no program way the traditional medicine war maimu ani ewiase afana yina nti hwa Ministry of Health ana WHO World Health Organization ana West African Health Organization ana akabomu a ɛde saa dwumadie ɛba na ɛyɛ ade a ɛkɔ so afi biara na ɛnyɛ covid ne ɛho nsɛnsɛm anka ɛyɛ na awɔtwe mu program but say because of covid last year no any this year no akoye one day pen na yetimi yisi honom a yede celebrate enti ene edru say na eye nigisem e de ma alternative medicine any traditional medicine a ewo mai mu ni wiase afa na nyina
yo medase sami yesanim so say since 2011 aban no ebo modern ma integration medical herbalist etimi kwaje adwuma sonkon e wa ban arasam biamu no say about 55 units na Ghana afana nyina no nyame adoma hospitals ahoro 55 a yenya herbal units ohonom na say mo wo good news bi de ma Ghana for emra say nyame adoma mo wo aban arasabia horom na afi yehwi a yehwe challenges a mo face e wo sa dwumede ya mo di sonkon aboa oman Ghana.
Yo, medase. Said the okay, no, say no, oko 55 centers, 55 hospitals, buying IRSAB war, my war. Herbal units ewo honum ni na no ministry of health any traditional and alternative medicine directorate no ana akaboma edisage medie aba okọ aban ayaresa bia na ewo so wonya herbal unit ewo ho say no de emu aduonum 55 ana ewo Ghana afana nyina ye disage medie na okọ ayaresa bia ho na okọ no option ana say o akwanya say ube kasa opese oyusu abibidro and asa opese oyusu abrofudro ana face bi kra wako orthodox unit ana abrofudro unit onum na doctor ne hwe na yare no e wo say de abibidro ana ehwa obetimi arefer waba oba abibidro honum so na e wo say refer wako abrofudro so a ye betimi arefer until ye integration a eno no aba beboa amaya Apomuden no etimi agina ye kane no na enya de say wako aban yare sabia obeti abibidro but say de ade a etimi ababe jina abesima enfie edunie ye di sa adwumadie ya amanfo so no age atoma omu use sa herbal unity who say started with 18 centers aban starting on the 18 centers na started but this one say dwumadie no ya ade Ghana for enije ho a etimi akọ nanim ntino so ma extend akọ 55 herbal units they say now make us say aban yaresa bia edionunum ewo man mu a wokwa obenya herbal units obetimi edi uduma ma bibia koye di ama
it is amre ya mo yo enti no ewo dwumadi no asenso no nyame ye adom ema yitiminya ye papa onimunyamfo yi ye Dr Prince Osei ono na yahwe ni sisiye ona ye the General Secretary of the Ghana Association of Medical Herbalists ye herbal doctors omo ye government hospitals ahorom samre edijuma no ono ena the General Secretary ema omonkabomuku na efe no the Ghana Association of Medical Herbalists Dr Prince Osei ono anse na wo ensawom government hospital ono na ohwe eye herbal unit na ewo ho no one da ano samre nyame ya adom asa adwumadi no asea nso no the Minister of Health Honorable Kwaku Agema Manu eba adwumadi na se ode ensem hwehwehwam ensema ehuhia se yeti free na so ye ede tudwa na samre me pese eye Apomuden ya ahonya adwumadifo anase ahwefo mutimi enya a gist of it yenhwe minister Emra Sisia.
I have to break protocol because I'm rushing to go to Parliament to seek support to my colleague, the Finance Minister, who is just about starting to read the budget for 2022. So my speech will be very short. A lot of things have been said by the director in charge of traditional medicine in the ministry, and I wouldn't have much to actually say. The only thing is that you are playing a very big role in this country when it comes to treatment of various maladies. But what we're doing is not very much heard, it's not very known. There are skeptics about what your medications are like, and so many challenges that we have. The director for traditional medicine mentioned what we call charlatans, and because of them, there are a lot of suspicions about what is good and what is not good for us. Again, quite a number of us continue to break rules and legislations. When we should register a product, you are not registering them, and we go into the market to try to sell. They lead to a lot of things. There is also a lot of well, let's say conspiracy theories about the type of medications you put in public, how it will affect people's kidneys and blah, 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 so many things. So there is a need for us together to streamline things that we do, get appropriate registration and some research certification to ensure that the belief that you want us to have to continue to use your products will be good for all of us. That notwithstanding, let's go back and look at when COVID came the first time last year. Within a very short period of time, you couldn't easily find neem trees with leaves. What happened? Everybody had gone back to the traditional thing we were doing when we were young, steam inhalation with neem tree leaves and lye. That is what we were using when we were young for very severe malaria when you had one in our villages. Now, when malaria medication was introduced, you seem to have forgotten about all these. But to support our president on his agenda for Ghana Beyond Aid, if you're able to develop properly our traditional medicine cohorts of products, it can play a very big role not only in Ghana, but even outside. When did green tea get into our country? Or even around the globe? All we know is the black tea from Europe. When we were in school, we learned about tea from Ceylon, that is Sri Lanka, and India, and some parts of East Africa. Those days, there was no green tea. Now, what do we find around us? It's all green tea, green tea, green tea. Everybody's going for green tea. And green tea cures a lot of maladies. So we are introducing what can slim people, what can cure gout, what can do so many things. And we are all following green tea now to the extent that people are not even procuring the traditional teas that were coming from Europe, apart from our offices and things like that. We had one or two when we were young. They would put herbs in some small pots and boil. And that was what children were made to drink every morning as medication. That could have been developed into green tea. Where did we end it? So we need a lot of research and confidence in ourselves to promote our own traditional medicines. Presently, we import a lot of traditional medication into our country, not only from China and India, but even from Europe, from Switzerland. And there are shops in Ghana now that are selling herbs, tree barks, leaves, and all that, imported into our own country. So what have we got wrong? There are 2 or 3 institutions that help us to do a lot of research and try to get you registered into products. FDA is now giving some limited shelf life for some of our products. But I think we need to do a lot more. We got requests during the COVID era. We haven't finished COVID yet. Several medications for testing. All we could do was toxicity and one other test. For efficacy, we couldn't do anything. Meanwhile, malaria vaccine implementation program had done trials in our country for WHO to approve malaria vaccine that may be rolled out even next year. Pfizer BioNTech are doing 3rd clinical trials with their vaccine in our country. And they are done by Ghanaian scientists. So why can't we do clinical trials with our own medication? Government is ready to support. We are setting up a research fund, and I believe that our researchers will be able to have access to some funding going forward to begin to help us do some of these things. So when we are able to do trials, that is just around the corner. We can do it even now without much money. And they will get the FDA registering our products, put on the market, and doctors will have the belief that this can cure without very serious side effects. That is where we should go. But amongst ourselves, we know those who are charlatans. Some of us even probably sitting here are selling drugs that are not registered. Various types of concoctions. The leaves are there in the wild. The trees are there in the wild. The roots are there in the wild. Some of us know them. But let the science evidence be utilized to give us confidence in the type of concoctions and medications that we produce. I don't think I have a lot of time to speak. The only good news I can give you that the government is ready to support you to promote traditional medicine, herbal medicine in our country, such that we can also expect and bring home some good money. But because we are keeping all that we earn from traditional medication, I don't know how much taxes we pay. That is one reason that we don't seem to know you that much. Some of you are doing very well. With FDA support, plant medicine support, but let us see how best we together can also get into government systems by way of contributing a little bit to support what government wants to do for us and our country. Let me thank you so much, and I'll plead that you allow me to leave to go and join the budget.
Yo, enti kakum yagino kwakuanum. Sani nyame ya adoma yetimi etie free the Minister of Health and Kasaho. Na no December wade tudwa kakra ewo the Traditional Medicine Week celebration no. Our Clocksas Auditorium nyame ya adoma last Wednesday ukwade ye atwamu ya na ekọ so stronko. Apomuden ahonya dwumadi etimi ekọ ase. Sam redie nkoma na adwumadi ekọ so nyame ya adoma etimi krabehwe. Ebe modern say ebedru next year no na ebedru nso so atimi atumpon stronko ewo Ghana ha echen bebia yegoyi. Sam radio me de me weekly health tidbit interactive segment no eba na wiye. Koso emu afidie no enda dwumadi so efise me betena se na me ne wo atoa me nkomo twetwe ene yedisua yesua fa enoma esi ho kwan ama awo ho ayeden woni pa bebre so ewo Ghana ha mo afidie no nguso nda ha me ba sesia si market we bi.
Me know ye Islam in perspective dwumadie ewo ITV so. Mami nka wa ni gisem bie. Ansampa wote no Islam in perspective dwumadie so no. Alhaji Ibrahim Bonso Adaro ma waboabo ani nyina no e de aye book bi a watu din The Mercy of God. Mercy of God ebeba edwa so 30th November. Mercy of God mu no ye wo 84 topics. Nanso Mercy of God enwoma ba ko bi a obefa no. Ubenya ensemti ana topics miensa enewom. Mercy of God mume ba ku bia eye 9 CDs. Waye The Mercy of God mume enchemu miensa. First package no eye 10 different books 30 topics enewom. Watete so adeje 70 CDs. Mercy of God package etoso mienu nso eye 10 different books and also 30 topics ewom. And also watete so adeje 70 CDs. Of a third package so 8 different books and a womb into 24 topics and a womb. And also watete so added 56 CDs. Nanso engume emuba ku biara obetono 9 CDs. Ubenya The Mercy of God mume bi ato ewo ITV aso ewo kasoa yenyanu road Anti-Mercy Junction hwa. Anase ubetumi aye mobile money diafa mobile number 0550908531 so. Sa upe dudu etu ana upe echira kwan a ubetumi afre telephone number si 0558607210 ana 0249639260 ana 0244696784. The Mercy of God. Kwanchira pamu kwanchira papa.
odehye manage be pray say ogusoma wafidie no eda ITV. Omode se kwase da bia de samre ya 7:30 to 8:30 de. Wo de beto wadwene so na waye wo time no ready. Se na be emre bia no emre no so a obamu wafidie no adaha efise ye ka apomuden ho asem apomuden ho adusua apomuden ho komodie dia afidie ya so ana nyame adom sesei no obi bia de na afidie eto ha na yehwe ene de mia na me ye wo guest mia so na mesa ye host send the last 2 weeks ye no ye beto ye nkomo twetwe no so afa infertility awomu ehawa horowo ye normal horowo bi a ewo nipa dodo na so a ebo ye awo emma awo entimi emma ana emma nipa dodo na nyinsen ho ebetimi aidan akoso eyi ediamom nipa ebre ebre emebe ka se ni onya ayampe de ope ye nso so enya ene sen nipa dodo na obu on manyame amadom otimi enyinsen enso nyinsen asa amre na ompe na akoyi ato agu onyinsen obu onyinsen be 3 times ni nyina oyitugu edu mra esese ohia eba ana ohia nyinsen no de na ayeden se ebeba obu okwa on de nyinsen onyinsen bi mpokura da o na brabom ana ne life ni nyina ho komodie no last 2 weeks efiti ase ene ye be boboso kakra na emre no ebetia ye kakra nti no baby edi ebesi no next week definitely nyame adoma ye besa ato asa enkomodie we ya eso na ye hwe infertility ti ye be ma sani esiye no slight no akoso sene be obi bia o hwe ye wafidie so betimi afollow ye dwumadie no nti all about infertility we ye introduction ye why adenani and this me kirem na mankomu deep pa yi a na efise we ni introduction ankasa na medema ahwefo ye hwe enoma bi a yesese ye hye no nso ade dikan healthcare providers consider a couple infertile if they try but fail to get pregnant within 1 year. Se yakase eye oba ne berima bi omatena fa akona nyinsen emma na yakase there's a diagnosis of infertility a ni nyina ne se oba ne berima na atena fa akon edan baakum under one roof for a period of 1 year na omabomodena se oba ne betimi nyinsen so na nyinsen nye den emma eno ane yakase eye ya diagnosis of more infertility problem. Point 2 was say if the woman is older than 35 years, the amount of time trying to conceive drops to 6 months. Say kobase oba no eye nimfia wadino ebro 35 years a. Na say afi enya afi anesese ye twen se nyinsen ba. Na emom within 6 months oba ne berema etena faakon. Na within 6 months nyinsen ya amma. Na wo oba no 35 years ekode a. Also say within 6 months na dey yetimi diagnose mo say mo problem and I say how ewo awo mu. Sounds now if the woman is 40 years then eno dey immediately as I say yetimi ye hwehwemu sonkon and say ye twen e ka say oh nyame ya adom abewo nyame be ya adom but immediately na say start ye hwehwemu sonkon say oba na edin feel 40 years and e bia feel wakwa aware ase ana wote aware ase no ne kunu no atena edemo ana say nyinsen emma dey a wo 40 years e kode a ehuhia efise enche wan hwe yi a na menopause no ye den ebeba ya hye no so enam sa age ho asem mfie ho asem a ye kan nti ye kire ne say awo ho asem no etimi ye den emra unyini no ekonanim. Sounds na infertility does not include miscarrying or being able to carry a baby to childbirth. So ba ne timi nyinsen na emum no nyinsen no edurumre bi na nyinsen no ekoseye a eno ya asem foforo eno ya enkomo foforo na ye hwe eye enoma anase eye infertility awo ho problem no enoma horo bi a etimi de sa awo ho problem ne ye den eba ye hwe emma de a didi kan ye hye no so o say 1 in 3 infertile women have problem with the female reproductive system. Yi emma miensa gina ho a ye se omo ewo awo problem a emu miensa no baako de ne de no problem no ewo na wo de ho hye no so any reproductive system no eho na problem no ewo. Sounds na 1 in 3 infertile men emema nso so omo ye miensa na omo pe awo na ye ka se omo awo ho eden mo omo a obehwemu na emu baako de ni problem no ewo eye ni reproductive system ne be ma honom ni prostate gland ho ene eye babia sperms na nkasa free ne ho na problem no empem bebrebe se ejina. Sounds na 1 in 3 couples have a problem that affects both of them. To bo say oba ne berema ni nyina no behwemu na we wo problem kakra ana we nso so ewo problem kakra so yi eye couples miensa esi ho no mo a omo so ede no na awo ho problem no ade eye common ana se ne ye kan no de opa ye anya de onya ye nso so ampe ebi mu ewo ana enyinsen eyinyinsen gu saa ebi mu nso so awo no so nyinsen no ho so ayomo den so mbenya nyinsen. So how common is infertility? An estimated 1 in 10 women between the ages of 15 to 44 have trouble conceiving. Though ye wo mo a omo nyinsen no mo yitu gudie, but emamu dodo na no uyi nipa be 10 esi omu baako ewo ehaw. Se nipa na dimfie from 15 years to 44 years or ehaw ewo awo eho. Women who have pregnancy problems may lose the baby before the 20th week of pregnancy and after the 20th week of pregnancy. You will be on a nyinsen ba, but before the 20th week, you know, ubo hu se ni nyinsen when you miscarriage. Sounds to be on so after the 20th week, you know, when you stillbirth, eye akra no ewu ewo ne yam. Yahwe awo eho yomu problems no, yomu types ana. Dedi kan. Yahwe types of infertility. Enhwema me hu say yaka awo ho asema you 2 types. Yewo primary type and yewo secondary. Primary type no a woman who has never been pregnant and who can't conceive after 1 year of not using birth control. Yansha wono nso se ka se oba bi ewo eye awomu ehaw ayade anyinsen edin ma no eyemra oba no on use family planning method bia for 1 year emra ne kunu anana ho kan itefa akon hye no nso nti ya ka se obi wo primary eye infertility a ene oba onyinsen da e wona brabom efi se ne ma me wo no e ba asase so no enya ade ono ano wanyinsen da ene ye primary infertility. Sounds na your secondary infertility. And no ye omo a classify obisa or a secondary infertility. Mra wo no e ade a wanyinsen ba ku mienu bi pen. Ne mum akiri ni nyinsen ntime mabio. Eno no ye so wo secondary infertility. Yen hye ho no enso yi pa. Ti samre na ye hwese risk factors eno ma ba kra na AC awo ho kwan e wo emamu ene eye ememamu. Inti yehwe risk factors for infertility in all genders. Idi kan yehwe emfie no se unyini a na emfie no beye problem ama ewo awo ho. Esichie yare etimi nso so eye ehaw ewo ema no ene mema no bi so. Sanso na excessive alcohol use. Oyo bana no monsando do ye be mana no monsando do betimi enya nsusanso sonko ewo wawo ho asemu. Sanso na exposure to environmental toxins. Eye efia horo bi ene chemicals bi ensese be nipa ho te say lead, eye pesticides, mercury ene ade ni nyina so nsusanso sonko ewo eye awo ho. Yen hye no so dwumadi ye a yedi no Apomuden ya ahonya WhatsApp line na anegu afidie na se no enkoma ya twetwen o wa asembisa bi o ehaw bi a o pese woni ya twetwen nkoma a obetimi ene ya twetwen nkoma stronko afa 0249631462 0249631462 eno ne Apomuden ya ahonya WhatsApp line akire nso no o pese o frɛ so betima frɛ na ba bibia e ben wo hospital bi e ben wo e betimi director amo akono ya director amo timi akose ya ban ya resabia say private facility a your medical herbalist or hodie e betimi aboa amo atimi anya eye akwankyere sonko bi enti ye hwe eye awo risk factors e wo ema na memma mu nyina obi won mo oye exercise ema na bro so onso so no e won susanso a e betimi anya wo awo ho e benya mre na ya to ensa afre a doctor for nimdiefo sonko bi so ma ba afidie so ma ba chirechire mu yi enti we de me bobo so keke over exercising e won susanso e wa wo ho radiation therapy both put minya cancer e won nipaduan baabi oye therapy bi ayefa na radiation therapy minya susanso stronko emra wo treat cancer no nenso na konya susanso wo na wo ho na STD sexually transmitted disease nso mudodo na won susanso wa wo ho ye beka ho asem smoking afi stress afi obesity and then underweight ni nyina ye beka ho asem na ye hwe emma no yenuanom ma no dodo na e wa wo ho problem na enoma etama awo ho problem no eba omoso no de dikan ti yehwe risk factors for infertility in females. De dikan abnormal menstruation obebu onoma ni chima no omu ehaw pa onya ne menak the first time who ne menses the friend menak no 12 years 13 years 14 year old and onya but if you no enya de ebeyi onya kwa awarie mu pe bonse na awo ho aye ne de nti abnormal menstruation nsusanso baako teso mienu blocked fallopian tubes bo no na infections bi ama efin bi abebeba ne fallopian tubes nim scar tissues bi aform wo tubes na droben na esese ne nkosua no ovary ne to a efemu no bonse na emu ablock eno nso so no etimi ema wonya nsusanso soronko wo awo ananyinsen fa ho. Kidney disease, obo man is sa no problem. Obo nso a oye funiare e fe no celiac disease. Celiac disease. And last time ye kan ho asempa. Obo no ma enuane bi te se eye gluten. E won aduane mu na ekɔ ne yemo a gluten ye tanya free wheat. Wheat hu ti di nuane a wheat no dɔɔso mu dodo e bi aburudo ahoro bread ahoro no meat pie no mu nyina no bon se wheat no ane ye de ye esam ne ye de ye sa bread ne ade no. What idea a mouse yafuniare be for celiac disease and also on so sonko ewo ayeden nyinsen fa ho to be bo no ma celiac disease san chere ba kono se oyim frama bebre okay su bebre da bia ne yem bobo mu sa onim se se no kra na esi na wo ho kwan ni nyina nyame ya adma be nya abotwane aka ho asem. Past ectopic pregnancies, PID, pituitary gland disorders such as Cushing's syndrome eno yaka ho asem, polycystic ovarian syndrome PCOS eno ye beka ho asem, sickle cell anemia, uterine problems including endometriosis, and then endometriosis, uterine fibroids, uterine polyps, thyroid disease. When mene eye ensusanso bi a ema no dodo na no omota enya etimima omo awo problem. Emema no so ewo omo so ede didi kan ye hwe varicocele, enlarged veins in the scrotum, genetic disorders such as cystic fibrosis, ibenya abotwene aka ho asem, high heat exposure to testicles, o ma otebio o balls no testicles no ya de heat kan bebre so a etimi bema no timinya ehaw, injury to the scrotum or testicles, bon mo use moto bicycle ye kwan so na nyei bobo potholes musa bo se be wi asa na ne sperms no kra no testicles intimi produce sperms ni nyina ye beka ho asem. Premature ejaculation or retrograde ejaculation bo no mo a no be hyema eye na ne ho asa no ni nyina no etime de awo ho problem ba ntimema na de be ombo ma no so bo se ma no ne wo awo problem no emema no mo kra mo de no eche kuri. Testicular cancer and treatments, undescended testicles. Now and ye be hwe risk factors no within sima edupe ye be hwe ensunsuanso ba ko a etete ma no a esi ema no ho ekwan ma awo ho aye problem mo ye hwe polycystic ovarian syndrome, polycystic ovarian syndrome eno ne enkoma ne ye be hwe ye ka polycystic ovarian syndrome na eno ene de yi hye so we ye one major problem a etete ma na esi ma no ho awo ho kwan entine ne yafa no nko a sima kakra be ka ho asem ne de dwumedi na ba na wiye ohwefonyini ye da afidie isu ya ye wo eye right side wa ohwemfonyi no eye onsa nifa wonse ho na ye papa no ovary ne ho no be bia tunkusua no ho no how be any ho but hwe wo cancer no eye wonsa nifa so no eye right side mo se actual polycystic dia ase nkruwa bi ewo ho no sei ana eye cyst na eform ekwan ba ekra na cyst na eform ye ka sister emra nyankopon abonipa na wabɔ wama wo hormones bi ensuo bi wo ho a eno na kanyan ma oba no nkosua no ye fe bibi follicles nkosua na emba nketenkete na ebenyina da ne kosua na kasa na fe no follicles na ye wo hormone bi fe no follicle stimulating hormone eno na sese eboa ma follicles na nkosua nketenkete no etimi nyini na da ne kosua nkasa da ne kosua nkasa wi a na afa luteinizing hormone ba kra fe no luteinizing hormone eno so na eboa ma kosua ne to nti anytime awo problem was our hormones mienu we no emma oba no nkosua nyini no enyini ye bo se ensuo abeginam na aka eye ovary ho bosumi bia hye no so o right side no eyi kosua eba na anhia be ma ho nsuo bia no nya menses through that sanso na the next month na left one so so ayden atokosua eni se koba se one side e wo problem wo yi a ubohunu se nyins anase eye nyinsen wo beye woden ansampo na bedunu sam pempenso no e won senchene horo bebira e de bema a enche be oboso tie kwan a sa cyst no de bia wote wakotwa scan yes wonya cyst bo so bo okotwa scan yes wonya polycystic ovarian syndrome eye PCOS polycystic ovarian syndrome ni nyina ne say nkusua na esese enyini na etimeto no akam enyi anwie enti nsuo abeta ho ama aform ball bi na hye ho obabu onom a ne de no left and right ni nyina na sa assist no aform wo ho na be problem na si awo ho kwan obu onom a etimi si eye ne menses kra ho kwan kra ema sene be ya obenya ne menses kra no bo se na akoye eye problem yewo next diagram a ye de be chro no wate enkomo na ye di no asi eyi pa ade a cyst ne de tete ema no na ede awo ho problem eba hye no so nyame adom ene oba yen traditional medicine ene abrofodom nyina ye okwan sonkwan ye fa so wa etimi edi treaty eye cyst no ema ne free honom okwan sonkwan etimi fa so edi treaty sa cyst yi ema ne free ho enye se chinchin na je so okoye surgery operation etimi yi cyst no obu ono ma ne de ne timi eye kese ye images bi a ada ye bedi nya abotre na ya fa sa topic we aka ho asem yi ne be yi images bi obu ono ma ne de no ne menses ne timi sizi for be 9 months no nim se wonyam sa na cyst na aye kese a adane te se de akora bi na ehye eye na wode no ho enso na ente sa na eye ovary ho be be atunkosua na problem aba image aba nso ye image ba ko a emye hu cyst no se na sitie wo hu o right side no hwe mfonyini ya o right side wo se hono so asa nkosua bi afo mo bebere ana aka abom e wo ho good eno na ye polycystic ovarian syndrome no nto ye polycystic ovary unya sa problem we a empendo do na awo ho timi ye woden yise wunya nnuo bi enomo ma eboa e ma sa cyst nyina etimi free ho ansana eye nyinsen no etimi ayeden aba enti sa problem we de wo sa ehawa ete sa bomodin se ment na ho na ye behwe ensenkyerani bi a se koba se cyst no bi eba wo so a obehu obu anoma no scan no ntwa bi da bia ye de ya no ne ka kire no se wonya cyst but ebere na wankasa wo ho a obetimi ehu se e bi a ensenkyerani ni nsusanso a ekoso wo ni padua nim no ade a eye cyst ana hawo enti yenhwe yenkɔ next image ni yenhwe ensenkyerani ahoro a se wunya sister ebetimi ahwo emra kra wo nkotwa scan jedi kan irregular or prolonged periods enam se o sister afom right side a ba ana left side a ovary no ba ko ntimi ntukosua yi no bosumi we unya menses a next month wo se wunya bosumi we unya menses a 2 months subsequent ones no unya eye wo period and our menses senchene ba kwa bi ana ovarian cyst na develop ya nhye no so pa sanso na ade a etimi ma wo oba no enwi ebi start say efufufu wo ni padua ne ba bi ense say enwi fufu ye fe no hirsutism na say enwi bi etimi efu wo kokoso bo so ba bi on man chest na enwi bebere all of a sudden na start ba ho obo on na no ho onya mustache oba wo no onya mustache ye fe no hirsutism ade a wo male hormone ye fe no testosterone asate dawson because of say ovaries no develop cyst bebri wo ho ti polycystic ovarian syndrome ne nsenche ba ko no say unyenya enwi bi sate fufu wo ho ti say de ase wo de ada ne be ma no cheno so afi hair loss e ma oba no obu on mo beda bia bo so be sore na ne nwi na bia tutu aka ne bed so na ne pillow so what hora unwi ni ta tutu amenka say ya bia unku bi shampoo bi akoto fofo na ma otimi ni tutu bia na ye polycystic ovarian syndrome na wanya wo waya ase ho ana de sa otimi ni de etutu also ye hwehwemu na yetimi ehu sanso na etimi waya ase eta wo ya bo se pain one side of waya ase no bo se ho no wo ya yie pa serious one obo no ma ovulation time onya severe pains na ya ase sanso na onya na menses nso a pains severe pa wan hwe ya beka se ni dane enya ni dane bia na ye kwa bia na wo de na cyst chano so bebu won ma na edensenchani bi acne ensan bi abananim ye onfonyini bi de beto honom bo se acne no enoma tuntun bi abededede nanim yes some for you most san e man do na ladies obo man ho ofe pa enso na anima ye say ya pepepe tuntuntum no enye dodo na ye skin problem kekro e bia na ovaries no nkusua na ento channel so ento u develop polycystic ovarian syndrome ana amasa problem we aba wo wanim ti watwi pons atwa ye makeup atwa say na enye no ana ye solution o say ye hwehwemu ni ehu say wo de no eno ne de ba polycystic ovarian syndrome no so no ayade etimi ma oba nda bia bo so why stressed ase de bia no pressure bi tension bi daw so obo na ma we bi kakra bia na wabrɛ ni nyina ye ntunsuanso a sa polycystic ovarian syndrome no etimi edeba ti wenum nyina ye no ma bi esese wo yoba na sesa eha obo bi unhu won ho a tu ho na mo no kwa yaresabea na ye ntwa scan ententem na mu che no so scan no enya scan bia na akwaye papa je woni pa no do no a kwa scan center ekutwa ye hu hwe enya scan bia na osori ana wo kwa keke no pe ba bia omobo omo homode na omutwa ne yie se na be ya ebehu efiketo akra ebehu nyame adom se machines ahoro bi wono mo a ebu akra enya scan but your machines ahoro a utimi efamu a ebu akra me detect infection no ana say enya wo de nyi infection pu na ewo ho na esi awo ho kwan na wo de na ye sister machines ahoro ho no metimi detect bibi te say fibroids ene eye polycystic ovarian syndrome entam kra ansa na scan kra e den detect to so tu ho na mo nyame adom ye traditional medicine na tumpon yie ewo kwan sonko so enti no ene ye mre no esa yie ye telephone number a dwumadie yi so wo ye doctor ni na opesa oba dwumadie yi so na me interviews sonko efa eye health eye disease anase yare bia ho a bomoden se obefrɛ ahomatorofo no wo ye obi a ohomfawo wo awo ho problem how bi edawo so no wo hia moa na opese a doctor fa hora me no mba fidie so me director ma de oben wo no wotimi kɔ no hokɔgya yaresan so a wo de frɛ WhatsApp line na eda afidie na se no obetimi so a WhatsApp me emre bia no me no bɛtwetwe nkomosronkon afa ye wapomuden ho 0249 631 462 nyame adoma next week menya mre mejemre na me ne wo akomu yie afa eye awo ene enoma horo a AC awon kwan wo emma ene emerema nyina ho midinde Dr Ahmed Kwaku so me ye medical herbalist me ye herbal medical practitioner na uhia emwa bi akomo sense obetimi afre e betwetwe nkomo nyame adoma na wotwe senne mesan ene wasi nkonwa e wo ITV so Apomuden ye ahonya dwumedie so otumfo yakopon ni hye na sumde enkan ba bibia owo bye bye